Super Bowl LVI, or 56, will be played between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. The game is scheduled to take place on February 13th, 2022 at 6:40 p.m. at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, the home stadium of the Rams.
Man, I love it, man. I can't wait for this to be rocking the fans here and get to going, winning games in here. We're going to be back to the Super Bowl too.
This Super Bowl, like others in the past, contains an array of satanic symbolism that is meant to exalt the Antichrist. This becomes clear from the date selected for this event and continues in the selection of the teams and venue as well. Notice the numbers of the jerseys selected for this display, which is number 99 and 9. When inverted, this gives us the number 666, the number of the beast. Not only that, but Super Bowl LVI is also 666, since the letter L is the 12th letter in the alphabet, which can be expressed as 6 plus 6, and VI is the Roman numeral 6, thus 666, the number of the beast, once again. Also, the quarterbacks for each team both wear the number 9, and the number 9 represents Satan, according to Anton LaVey, the founder of the Church of Satan. We also saw this reference to 99 and 9, or 9 two nines, in the blood sacrifice ritual of George Floyd.
And then on what we will learn about this 9 minutes and 29 seconds. And you will be able to hear Mr. Floyd saying, "Please, I can't breathe. Please, man, please," in this 9 minutes and 29 seconds.
George Floyd was also connected to the crown or corona as well. And in a moment, I will show you how we have been bombarded with references to the crown and rulership in the past year. And it has all been done to get you to accept the king of the bottomless pit, the son of perdition and Antichrist, as your king. This is the figure found in Revelation 6:2, which declares, "And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and the crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer." The world is being conquered by the king on the white horse through the coronavirus, forced vaccination, and mask mandates that have been used to bring the world into submission. The word bow in Revelation 6:2 is taxon, and it means the simplest fabric, a reference to the coronavirus masks. And in fact, every person attending the Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium will be given a KN95 mask and will receive repeated reminders about the requirement that masks must be worn throughout the event. The letter K in KN95 is the letter Kaf, which is represented by Taurus, the bull or calf that was worshipped as a false idol. This points back to the Chicago Bull and Barack Obama. K is also the 11th letter and points to the 11th horn or Antichrist, as found in Daniel chapter 7 verses 7 and 8.
Son of perdition, little horn, most unclean.
The letter N is the 14th letter, along with 95, gives us 1495. Strong's Concordance lists G 1495 as idolatria, which means the worship of false gods or idolatry. Therefore, the wearing of these masks is akin to submission to the worship of the false idol, the horned bull god, Satan, and his Antichrist. Interestingly enough, Isaiah 25:7 declares, "And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, in the veil that is spread over all nations." Without a doubt, there will be more symbolism in the multi-million-dollar commercials that run during this event. In fact, the symbolism has already started. There's an actual trailer for the halftime show titled The Call, which begins with a shot of a gold king and queen on the chessboard. Gold symbolizes alchemy, a reference to the philosopher's stone in turning man into God.
The Alchemist was really my first literary love affair.
The book is about transformation. Alchemy itself is about transforming.
It is also called the elixir of life, useful for rejuvenation and for achieving immortality. A Hindu sage wrote about the spiritual accomplishment of gnosis using the metaphor of the philosopher's stone. In it, he explains man's path to immortal divinity when he declares that the name of the false god, Shiva, is an alchemical vehicle that turns the body into immortal gold. Shiva is connected to Superbowl LVI in another way as well, so keep this in mind as we will come back to it later. Notice the black and white, which is a reference to Freemasonry. When speaking of the called, Romans 8:28 declares, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." The word called here is Strong's G2822, kletos, and it means to be invited to obtain eternal salvation, to be divinely selected and appointed, to be called or chosen to discharge some office. However, in this case, the call is a call to invite the world to partake in the rebellion against God. This is the end game, the chess strategy of the devil, the call to apostasy and the falling away, that the Antichrist might be revealed, as found in 2 Thessalonians 2:2-3, which declares, "Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that the day of Christ is at hand. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Therefore, the chessboard, king, queen, and crown in this commercial is a reference to the rider on the white horse found in Revelation 6:2. Several references have been made to this king, queen, and the crown through orchestrated satanic ritual blood sacrifices which identify the coming king who is given a crown, the son of perdition and Antichrist. We saw a reference to this king in the murder of King Von from O Block, which is located on MLK and 64th in Chicago, the same street Michelle Obama grew up on. This points to Obama and MLK, which is another name for the horned bull god Molech, who who is represented by the Chicago Bulls logo. Meanwhile, the number 6'4" points to Genesis 6:4 and the Nephilim giants, or fallen angels. This is the reason the Super Bowl is scheduled to start at 6:40 as well. We also saw a reference to a king and the crown in the recent sale of the crown worn by the Notorious Big, a crown that was once described by Sean Puffy Combs as a Burger King crown. There was also the killing of 19-year-old Crystal Bayron Nieves at Burger King, who was connected to the Queen of Heaven, or Isis, who also wears a crown and gives birth to the sun god Horus.